tell you a story about a few things that have happened in my life. Back in 2005, my wife had noticed that I was wheezing while I was sleeping, so I went for a chest x-ray, and it turned out my doctor called me in as soon as he got the results, and they saw spots all through my lungs. So the big cancer scan was on immediately. I wound up in Albany Medical Center, had a pulmonologist doing all kinds of work on me. But before I did that, my brother, who happens to be a pastor, and an older gentleman that was at my dad's farm, and my dad, the older gentleman was also a pastor, they put into action James 5:14 and 15, where it says, if any among you is sick, long story short, have him anointed by the elders of the church, and we did just that. So after, when the first diagnosis came out for that cancer I was speaking of, that was in August of 2005, and it's a terrible thing to wait for results and wait as anybody that's dealing with any kind of illness. Until October, we didn't know for sure what it was, but we found out that it was not cancer. It was sarcoidosis. The spots had alleviated, gone away. I attribute that to just following the directions God gave us in the book, and a lot of faith on all parts. Now we'll move forward to 2020. I was diagnosed with kidney cancer. Started out with pains in my ribs, and they did a biopsy of my rib and found out that it was certainly kidney cancer. Started in my right kidney, had gone into my bones, obviously, but really gone up into my shoulder. There was all kinds of fractures up here, had gone into my spine, had gone into my lungs, had gone into my brain. There were 2 tumors in my brain. I at first went to a local hospital and had a CT scan to find out what was going on, and sure enough, that's when they found the kidney cancer. And then I went to another nearby hospital, and that's where they did the biopsy, and they said, well, there's really not much we can do because it's already metastasized and gone into other parts of your body. So I wasn't happy with that, obviously, and I happened to talk to somebody in our town who also was dealing with cancer, and they said they went to a hospital in Boston, and they were doing quite well there. So we set up an appointment to go see a doctor and doctors and have some more scans done in Boston, and on our way, we have to go through Albany. My brother, the pastor again, happened to be going through Albany that same day. Fate would have it, God would have it, and sorry. He met us in a park, and again I was anointed, knowing for sure this was real this time. And we went on our merry way to Boston, and they did all the scans, and they said, yeah, you've got it throughout your body. It's not good. They gave me 6 to 8 weeks at that point to live. And they said we could do chemo, but it's so extensive in your body, it would kill you. And the same with radiation. You've got too much in your body, it would kill you as well. So they said we have this immunotherapy. The one we're thinking of is actually meant for melanoma. I'm gonna give it a try, and I'm like, what choice do I have? Let's give it a try. So we did the initial infusion right there in Boston, and came on home, and I got very sick because my immune system kicked in and started wiping out cancer. Enough to the point where I wound up back at the local hospital for a week, and of course COVID was just starting, so that was fun. But then again, in 3 weeks, we went back for another infusion, and we did that for 2 years. Actually, let me back up a little bit. I'm probably going to guess probably in the 4th or 5th month, my brain cancer doctor in Boston noticed on the scans that my tumors in my brain were shrinking. He had never had that happen before. Following month, they were gone. Never had that happen, and still hasn't happened since, I'm sorry to say, that others haven't received that blessing. After 2 years of every month going back for infusions of immunotherapy, I am cancer-free and have been since. And I attribute it to my faith and what he tells us to do in a good book. Get them anointed. If you know someone's sick, and have the elders pray over them. That's my story.